So your opponent holds his throw in 15. It's then incumbent upon you to probably come up with a similar sort of leg to hold your own throw. You have to assume.
Might have to be better than that.
Yeah, it might have to be a 12 or better. And when you've only hit 96 to open, that gets to be asking a bit.
He's played some excellent stuff this week, Wattimena, but he hasn't scored like Littler has scored in this tournament. Oh no. That's 6 perfect. He has already missed the double for a 9-darter this week against Lawrence Alagan in the group stages. Can Littler complete the job?
Yes on 7. Yes on 8. The magical 9 is denied again. But, you know, I don't feel that remorseful, Dan, because I can't help but believe he's going to get another attempt at this.
He's hit 4 9-darters this year already. That's joint with the record. He could have had 2 more this week.
92. Luke required 12.
Double 6 for a 10-darter and a 2-0 lead. Oh, double 1 then. Well, that hasn't gone according to plan.
Luke required 12.
Could Jermaine sneak up and pinch this leg?
Well, that's a pretty good marker not to make use of, and he moved it just slightly. What an outrageous prospect this is. But all of a sudden, it's vividly alive.
Drops the dart, fails to pick it up. Still finds the single, double top. Oh, Jermaine Wattimena, what a leg that would have been to win.
Yeah, and it was a 1-dart chance to hold his throw somehow there, and that won't be, he won't be offered that again, not in this leg. Setting records.
He is not stopping here. This is an astonishing display of maximum hitting from Luke Littler. The firepower is extraordinary, but Jermaine Wattimena has done really well in this leg. He's given himself a chance if there's a slip.
Low, if anything, and he's not low. It's a long match. Throw your darts as well as you can, and I like that he seems to be throwing pretty close to the best he can in a lot of regards.
Well, look, Rob Cross and Cameron Menzies were 4-1 up in their quarter-final games last night. They both lost.
I wouldn't think it means nothing quite in this instance, but yes, that's the theory.
Is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for it? I think he might change his mind.
He might have hurt himself with that one. Let's hope not.
He's gone for it. He's hit it as well. The crowd more amused than Jermaine was.
Back to back. Yes, to leave 84 and actually take control of the leg, unless this goes as well.
And it's not going to. Chances have been at a premium for the machine gun, but this is one.
94. Jermaine, you require 84.
Brilliant stuff, double 12. What a leg of darts, Jermaine Wattimena. Breaks the Littler throw.
Well, why not to go with the 167?
60. Jermaine, you require 154.
Oh, a good switch back up. Leave 75.
96.
But 104 when he needs it. Stays there. Double 12.
There it is. A third consecutive break of throw in this one. Jermaine Wattimena stranded on 58 in that leg.
Over his 0.5 per leg or whatever that stat is. Darts 180s per leg, and well, whatever. That's normally very impressive. And now it's not even nearly a good second.
Great dart. That leaves double top.
64.
Dart miss by Jermaine Wattimena. Littler's already taken the 167. He's had a look at the 164. He might get it. He might get it. He has got it. It's another massive finish for Luke the Nuke Littler. And it is a big... Another inlay leaves double 10. Couldn't get it. Well, Jermaine's not been averse to a big finish in this tournament. At a 160, at a 148. Not going to add a 156 to the list.
56. Luke required 40.
Well, this seems rather normal and easy, and how he likes it.
122.
Leaves the ball. Good effort from Wattimena. Chances are he's coming back.
40.
He will be coming back.
60. Jermaine reclined 25.
So the cleanup and double 8. Slide it over a bit.
17.
Too far. And although, maybe, Luke didn't do a very good job of bringing that down at all. And will it cost him, perhaps?
Couldn't take this earlier in the match. Double 10 though. And he'll take that for 11-2. To be fair, in both occasions, though, on the Euro Tour this year, Jermaine walked away having averaged over a ton himself. And he was happy. He said, look, the guy played amazingly. Doesn't matter. I know I only got 1 or 2 legs. But he played amazingly. I'm happy with how I played. If he walks away here and he's only got 1 or 2 legs, it will be a very different feeling. But there's a chance it could happen because Littler is rampant tonight. 70 for a 13-2 lead.
And he still owes us a 9-dart leg.
It is 13-2 to Luke Littler. Give him a moment to collect his thoughts, and he seems very, very good at coming out flying from these little breaks. It's not an easy thing to do, is it, for players?
It's almost like he just can't wait to get back up and start throwing again for us, for the audience, to show off what he can do.
134. Luke required 84.
For a 4-visit leg and another break. Double top. 12 darter, 14-2.
Yeah, that is a dart scarring in occurrence right here. You cannot survive this as Jermaine Wattimena and walk off the stage and feel any way, shape, or form in the right.
Jermaine required 164.
Well, you say that, but you're a man who got mauled by Phil Taylor in a world final, then came back and beat him, right?
64.
Yeah, I was spiteful.
To win it. Needs a treble. Gets it. Match dart. That is the heaviest defeat ever inflicted on anyone in the quarterfinals of the Grand Slam.
Yeah, they'd be ready. Joking aside.
Treble 16 was the target with that second dart.
57.
He leaves 43 and Anderson cannot finish, so Van Veen should get 2 darts and a double here to take the opening leg on his own throw. The early settler. Oh, well, I say 2 darts, that 2 becomes 1.
Well, and you say settler, even if he gets it, I don't think he'll be settled.
And he doesn't get it. And suddenly it's turned into a little bit of a problem for Van Veen. Even more so if this hits the treble 18, which it has. The bullseye! Gary Anderson! The Flying Scotsman was halfway down the track at the back end of that leg, but he pulls into the station, he hits the bullseye, and Van Veen pays a heavy price for making an awful mess of the back end of the opening leg.
But one thing is for sure, neither of these are playing like they can, but Van Veen's having a good leg here. 81 after 12. If he can pop this, it'll be a level game.
That's in. So you get 2 in hand here at the double. Double 6. And And in it goes. It's a 15-dart leg, the kind of leg that Wayne was talking about.
Was that double six the same hole as the... He was near the same hole as the previous leg. He's ended up on 24 and 6s a lot. He's starting to find his scoring boots now. We'll get a poke at the 1-2-2 for a level 3-3. Another. Couldn't quite see that dart. Superb.
A chance for daylight in the Dutchman's favour, with the 13 leaving the top of the shop. Whistles over the top and Anderson returns. Double 8, double 4. Charlie chasing doubles here, the Scotsman.
He didn't like the double 8 effort, did he, Gary? This is all a bit scruffy, isn't it? It's all a bit mature for both. They're both wringing out their arms as if they're tight. They really are. There we see it. There's the difference. Neither playing anywhere near their best. Evening, Gary! Right, the floodgates are open. Here we go.
This will be an 11-dart leg if he can nail it in 2 tops. And he can. Gary Anderson with the best leg of this semi-final.
First 180 in the contest, best leg.
This is the best leg of the match in terms of the quality from both players, with Van Veen looking at 84 for an 11-darter and Anderson looking at 41 for an 11-darter if Van Veen fails. Might only be a bullseye bid. Will be. Bullseye!
59. Gary Rockline, 41.
One for tops. He did this 2 legs ago. That was for an 11 as well. That's another 11. And the leg in the middle of those was that clean 70 finish. Veen's now getting better, but that's going to have to improve. Brutal.
Look at this now. No maximums in the first mini session from Anderson. 4, count them all in the second. 1 to Van Veen.
100. Gary Rockline, 86.
This is for 6-4. Anderson on fire. 2 singles, leaves the bullseye. He misses it this time.
Played safe with the big 18. Didn't want to move over going for the treble just in case it all went wrong. But he's left 25. He was 4-2 down, remember. So to go in 6-4 up would be a right old fillet for him.
9-8 the route again. This time successful, and Gary Anderson bossed that mini session.
Pro Tour. That's the matches played behind closed doors, effectively. All the players, 128 players, that tour card holders and the like, going at it in one day. Gary Anderson is statistically the best player. Fact. And this week he's decided to turn up with that game.
Gary Rockline, 90.
Went bull first, Wayne frowns. The treble 15 is found, double 10 is found. Anderson smiles.
I'm not frowning at that. I think Van Veen was.
40 Garrison first.
Like you said, tomorrow's another day, and this is another day, and it's not that simple for him. And Gary Anderson, at the moment, is taking full advantage.
What we're saying is that Van Veen, for the tournament so far, has played better than Littler played tonight. Go figure.
Yeah.
And that is a simply staggering thing to say or believe, and it is true. He hasn't been able to keep it up. He wants tops. Anderson handing out a lesson to the young Dutchman here tonight, a lesson in finishing.
Superb.
What I do know is that Gary Anderson played Phil Taylor, 2 of the legends of this sport, in a world final and beat him in 2015. So we know what was like when he was playing the best at their best. Anderson wants 68 to go into double digits. Brilliant first dart, 2 at double 4, on the wire on the outside. And too much of an overcorrection from the Scotsman.
Right, this has to go. I think we're getting to that point for Van Veen, because he's not comfortable. He's absolutely hanging on here for dear life. And that was a must, and that will feel like it for him as well.
Van Veen averaged a shade under 115 when he defeated Stephen Bunting. Anderson averaged more than 113 against Ryan Joyce. That was the second highest match average in the tournament.
64.
So both going great guns, but Van Veen certainly not firing on all cylinders tonight.
Yeah.
Gary Anderson need 2 trebles, 1 fields. Oh, and he would have done but for the bounce out. So maybe some breathing space for Van Veen, though it is still a finish for Gary Anderson. Tops for the Dutchman. Double 10.
Oh. It's just more drama for him. Tell you what, if this 60 goes in, Van Veen will look away. He'll squirm.
96.
But even the first treble 20 would have caused emotional damage.
It does.
Double 5. Finds a way through, finds the path to the green bit. Well, in and amongst all the trials and tribulations for Jan van Veen, he's still only a couple of legs adrift.
161.
This is another good leg.
One of 2 that remain in this mini session. If he can win both of them, snare both of them, he will be level at 10s each.
Well, he won the first quintet of legs, Rodri, then lost the second, then lost the third. You can't afford to lose another quintet.
Tops to win this leg. Does win it. 15 dart leg, Van Veen. Back to within a solitary leg here.
142.
That would have been Anderson's highest finish of the tournament had he checked it out. He hasn't, and Van Veen looking for this 1-2-1, his 5th ton plus outshot of the tournament it would be. He's going to need to find the treble 17. Can't find it, over pitches.
Gary's setup off the 142 was not great. Just feels there's something missing, Gian. Look at that, double 12. Give him the leg, that is 11-9.
But Unti?
Yes.
He beat Unti in the quarterfinals on the way to that final defeat by Gerwin Price. But that was the last time he reached the semis, Gary Anderson, and he's on course to reach the final 4 once more.
And don't you guys forget, it's Cup Collection Sunday tomorrow. 2 semi-finals and a final. One glorious day. First semi-final being Manson and Lukeman, then Littler and Van Veen or Anderson. We don't know yet, but that was quality. Credit Van Veen here, because when you have been throwing an absolute worldie of a tournament and then it goes wrong, it's easy to capitulate. He's fighting away and he's up to his level. Both averaging 98.
Yes. Beautiful to leave tops and turn the heat up on Gary Anderson. 12. Finds the treble. Leaves double 13.
55.
It feels like he has to get this. That is such a good dart.
Anderson will be back to look at 90. And which way will he go this time with his opponent going to be on a finish?
100% 60. 100%.
They went bull last time. Let's see, Wayne.
He shouldn't. It's ridiculous.
He has.
Right, this is why it's ridiculous. Oh, is it double? Is it treble 15?
70.
He's so good. Look at the way the bullseye was covered.
Now, he's found the treble 20 to leave 2 at double 18. Jan van Veen holds on to his throw. Closes the gap once more to a single leg. Anderson now forced to hold again himself. I tell you what, remember, if Van Veen does level, he will have the darts. And he would be favourite if he can level at any time.
58.
108.
Huge moments here in this Grand Slam.
Got to find the treble. can't do so. Anderson now, all things being equal, will get 2 darts and a double to move to 15, to move to the cusp, to the precipice. 12 leaves tops. Anderson is within 1. Gary Anderson, he's led the whole match, bar the first mini session. The big fish, it doesn't need to go, it won't go. Another there was what he was after to lead the single darter. He will be back for a 2-dart combo finish to move to within 1 again for the 6th time running.
To save the match, possibly. Double 16. The 64 was great. That was just as good. So, this is what it's come down to. Gary Anderson has the darts and is throwing for the match.
Yet again, Anderson being asked the question by Van Veen.
Wow, what a situation.
Another treble would have given him a chance to the finish should Anderson fail at the 161, but he couldn't find it.
How good was that? How good was that setup? Gary's family. He will return for 24 to wrap this up.
Gary Anderson has led for virtually the whole match, and he's won the match. And Gary Anderson's quest to win the Grand Slam of darts, he's been trying since 2007, and the quest continues into the semi-final.